Hello and welcome back to Might and Magic Book 1 bonus footage. Yeah, so while I was thinking about what to do, I thought, hey, why not? Let's see what all those messages that we have been collecting are all about. Now, if you have seen RPG's playthrough of Might and Magic 1 on the NES, you'll already know what it's all about. However, if you haven't, well, I will show you how to do things, well, I guess how to decode all the messages. Now, there were interleaves, like the silver interleave fed back and the gold interleave with some numbers and such. Those are simply the order in which you have to put all the silver and gold messages. Now I have compiled a list of, well, basically all the messages already decoded, as well as the undecoded versions. So here you go. This should show you everything. Well, part of it anyway. Now this is the undecoded part. Also, let me adjust the screen a little. There we go. So these are silver messages. This is the message F, this is the message E, D, B, A, no, not like that, A and C, fed back. Feedback. And now how you have to read this is from top to bottom. TO/R AISE and so on. I, for convenience, already decoded this for you. So this reads 2/raise/statistics/ etc. Slashes are actually spaces, just they couldn't normally do that with, you know, just simple spaces. As you can see, that would mean that there would be two spaces at the beginning, and essentially that would confuse players in that they would see things like this and just assume that there is nothing else at the front. Therefore they use slashes to denote that. They could have used the lower space mark thing, and that could have worked, but I'm not sure how their font works there. If it was like this, then that would also be a problem, because you could have interpreted this as a single character. So they just chose slashes as a replacement for spaces, which works. So it reads, to read statistics, visit A1, 12, 1. 12 is the X coordinate, 1 is the Y coordinate, and A1 is the region. Then E1, 913, E2, 313. I can already say that A1 is the dark forest. E1, E2 are the desert places. D2 is clerical retreat. Under dusk is under dusk, obviously. Dragadoon is the first level of Dragadoon. Apparently the coordinates are 1, 1. I didn't notice that. Then under Portsmouth is apparently under Portsmouth. Yeah. Now the gold messages are in sequence. I didn't write the sequence there, it doesn't really matter. The fact is that you can decode it, and the decoded message will be in things like that. Now as you can see, it says they are quests, increases identify, apply, locations, and obtain MySQL. You may remember this from before. Now if these things are placed in sequence, this is what they read. Again, you have to read from top to bottom. So, this says, the scoop. For successful completion of Book 1, these are the tasks that must be done. riddles and quests, discoveries and training. Each has a value that increases your rating. The king's true self you must identify, to be worthy of knowledge that you can apply. Return from the astral plane from 5 different locations. The 6th visit with a keycard shall end your frustrations. Yet 9th level you must have attained, for the inner sanctum to be claimed. From my dreams to reality, and reality to dreams, a sequel is in order, wondrous it seems. John McCannigan. Now, what that means, first of all, it says for successful completion of Book 1, these are the tasks that must be done. So essentially, in order to win the game, you have to do this thing. Riddles and quest discoveries and training each has a value that increases your rating. That's obviously a reference to how to get a good score. You have to complete quests, essentially. Of course, the game doesn't know if you have successfully completed a riddle or not, but riddles are an integral part of quests, so essentially if you do the quest, you automatically know the answer to the riddle. Discovery is the same thing. Training, this is essentially saying that you have to have a high level to get a high score. Now, I'm not sure if it follows the tradition of Might and Magic 6, 7, and 8, in that the in-game time is also a very important aspect. At least here it is not said. So perhaps it doesn't take that into account. What else? The king's true self you must identify to be worthy of knowledge that you can apply. Well, again, that means you have to discover that the Alamar is fake and he's actually Shelton. Knowledge that you can apply. I wonder what that means. I mean, applied knowledge? What? Anyway, return from the astral plane from 5 different locations. That's speaking about the astral projectors there. The 6th visit with a keycard shall end your frustrations. That means you can end the game by using a keycard. Yet 9th level you must have attained for the inner sanctum to be claimed. Now this is a very important thing actually. It says that it is a requirement to have a 9th level to be able to complete the game. Now I'm not sure if that is true. Have we met that requirement or not? 9th level will give you the 8th, I believe, spell level, because 1 is 1, 3 is 2, 5 is 3, 7 is 4, 8 is 5. So we can get up to 5 sorcerers spell level, and that does not mean that we can cast the astral spell. So yes, this is an integral requirement. That's a very interesting thing. You have to reach level 9 in order to complete the game. If you don't reach level 9, apparently you cannot complete it. And there have been some ideas about how to speedrun the game. And apparently this is a very good indication that you in fact cannot do that. At least not in the Apple II or the PC version. Well, normal strategies include either glitching the game into getting the Eye of Goros and then using it and hoping for the best to find the secret of the inner sanctum. Apparently you have to have the 9th level, therefore you cannot possibly speedrun this game. The NES version you can. That's because the NES version is a shoddy port. Another thing I want to mention about the NES version, although I'm not sure if it's specific to that one, is that this word, key, was the word he. Now that means that this reads different locations the 6th visit with a he card. That makes 0 sense. I have no idea why they made that mistake there, and I'm not sure if it's dependent on the NES version itself. I think it happens there, and I also know that in the game FAQs, one of the guides in the Apple II part, I'm not sure if it's linked, it was written for the NES version, it's probably what it happened. The guide says that it is in fact the word he and not key, and just says that it's supposed to be key. And just to demonstrate you that it is in fact the word key and not he, and it was always like that, even in the original Might and Magic files that were released back in the 80s. I will show you a quick run through how you can be sure that this is in fact the case. Now this is Dolphin, the manager, file manager for KDE, that is, well, the default one in OpenSUSE. Now, as you can see, I am looking at the location I have Might and Magic 1 installed. And here it says, in the RWL2.OVR, which is the Raven's Lair, level 2, it says that the time that it was modified, that this word means modified, is in fact 1987, 11/18, 12/19. So it was originally modified and never ever modified later in 1987, and that is the date when I believe either the development was started or it was released. I'm not entirely certain, but at least that's the first date that you will see when you launch Might and Magic 1 on the PC. So this is an original file that was never modified at all. Now, the Raven's Lair 1 is the same thing, 87, 11th month, 18th day, 12/19. And in all of the packs, I believe, it says the same thing, that means there were no patches applied to this game. The original files were left intact for every re-release, including Might and Magic Archives, as you can see. Now, in order to tell if this is exactly what it said, that is keycard and not he card, you can either, of course, go to Raven's Lair, but if you want to have an even better way of telling if that's the correct one or not, I have here terminal with a binary editor, and I will open you the Raven's Lair 1. Now this is a long thing, and here is the S representation of the binary. Now here we have, at the very bottom, it says, etched in gold, message 6 reads, book done, a self that from key to you be to seams in the center of the room, a huge ruby stands, etc. Now this is the message 6, and it says key, K-E. So this is a very, very good way to tell that this was written like that intentionally from the original release back in the 80s, and it is apparently a bug in the NES version. It was never like that in the original versions, neither in Apple II nor in the DOS version. So yes, that's all I wanted to say for right now. And since I have spent a whole lot of time talking, let's do something pretty easy and simple, just to reflect on what we have already achieved. And that means let's go outside and first of all, let me bring up the map. Alright. Bring up another map. Oh, really? Okay, I need even 2 maps. Well then. Oh no, wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong map. That explains it. Anyway, we need to go along this path and follow this path. And here we have Wyvern cliffs, or hills, or whatever it's actually called. I think it's cliffs. And if you can remember, the first time we went here, we had a pretty difficult time fighting the Wyverns. They always kept either killing us outright, I believe, or just overwhelming us. The second time we went here, we actually had a pretty easier time. We still had to rest, I believe, 1 time. And now let's see how we can handle them after we have officially ended the game. You are not Wyverns. You're flesh eaters, fire ants, and harpies. Alright, let's first take care of the harpy. Cast... Right, 1. Can I speed this up? Yes, I can. Right. That was a very nice, ludicrous kill, I believe. Kill the harpy. Kill the harpy. Tag the flesh eater. And there we go. Hopefully we'll get gold. Lots of gold. Lots of gold, game. Oh, a silver box. I approve. Scroll of Fire. I approve, too. However, I'm pretty sure Scroll of Fire just means a fireball in a scroll form. And as you know from Might and Magic 6, 7, and 8, scrolls are one-time uses, so we will be able to sell this but not use this, because pretty much everyone that matters already knows how to use a fireball. And just to make sure, let me check. Scroll of Fire. Scroll of Fire. No equip, 3-1. 1 use, cost 300. Yep. So Scroll of Fireball, and you will not be able to use that. Well, I mean, you don't want to use that anyway. But it's interesting to see that. Oh yeah, and Wyverns attack from above, of course. And we attack the Wyverns from below. Haha. I will bless up first. Attack. Wow. That didn't take long. Cast Lightning Bolt, May. Another one is down. Okay, that is quite a bit. But I don't think that matters. There we go. We already won. And got a copious amount of experience. And a silver box. That's nice. Lots of gold. Now I wonder what allows me to get a silver box. We have never ever had a silver box like that from Wyverns, I believe. It was always iron, I think. So it is possible that the gold, well, the actual chest type, depends on our level. That would be an interesting thing if it was true. Alright, let's attack some more Wyverns. Attack from above! Shoot A. I'd rather cast 5-1 here. Not that it will help a whole lot, but I don't think using using Bless is going to have much of an effect right now. And cast Lightning Bolt on B, because A is already pretty much battered. 6 points, 7 points. Ow. Ow! So we are still getting hit. So it doesn't affect us as much. And I will just use a 6-1 Moon Ray to heal ourselves. At least a little bit. Then attack. 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 Oh, you missed. Ow. Really now. Shoot. Attack. 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 Again, a copious amount of experience. A golden box! Ooh, I will take that too, game. I will take that. Large shield +2. Now, I believe we have large shields, but I don't think we have large shield +2. We have a cold shield. We have a fire shield. We have staff. And we have a silver shield. Now let me look this up. Silver shield. It's of course under shields. Large shield +2 gives me 4 defense. 4 AC, that is. Cold shield gives me 5 AC. Fire shield gives me 5 AC. And silver shield gives me only 2 AC but resistance to sleep. Yes, I am definitely going to replace Frodo's shield with that. Remove 4. Or will I? Hold it. Hold that thought. Wait a minute. That's not right. That's definitely not right. Trade with Legolas. Item. Large shield. Cast. 1/7, I believe. No. 1/6. No. Okay, I just simply look at the spellbook here. Oh, that's 1/2. Okay. Cast 1/2. E. No charges. Doesn't say that it's cursed. But I definitely know that one of the large shields is cursed. Now let me look up something else here. I want to make absolutely certain it's not cursed. Wait a minute. No, there we go. Large shield. Nope, it doesn't say anything about that. Okay, so I'm just going to trust that, but if it's just cursed, then yeah, I will be annoyed. Remove for... Oh, thank you. Equip F. Trade with... Not remove, trade. Trade with Aragorn, an item. A silver shield. There we go. Now we're good to go. Very good to go. In fact, Frodo now has 16 AC. He doesn't even need 16 AC. But whatever. Let's go somewhere else. Now where am I? Ah, we're right here. Good, then we want to go there. Wyverns attack from above. Also, how are we on spell points? We're pretty solid. Actually, Legolas cast 3-4 on A. Just because we can. Now, Frodo casts 6-1. Oh, that's a pretty good roll. And one goes down. That's pretty awesome. Attack. 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 And cast Lightning Bolt on B. Because here we need a strong spell instead of a massive spell. Oh, and one of them actually missed. That's interesting. Okay, wait, no, I want to cast another lightning bolt on C, actually. Double kill. Aha. Then just attack. 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 There we go. Let's see if we can get something else interesting here. A wooden box? Really, game? Really? A wooden box with 1,000 gold inside. For each player, too. Yeah. Well, I'm just going to continue going this way. And fight more Wyverns. Yes, I believe there are 2 more encounters that we have to get here. But definitely you can see that Wyverns give you a lot of cash. A lot. So let's cast 6... yeah, I probably want to cast 6-1 anyway. It costs only 1 more SP and it heals everyone, so essentially there is no real reason to cast 5-1 anymore. Attack. 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 Cast 3-4 on A. $16, $16, $8. Shoot. No, actually, can you cast another one? Yes, you can. Nice. Double kill. attack. Now let's see what kind of treasure we will have this time. Really? A leather sack! Now watch as it has 1000 coins for each. No, but close enough. Close enough. Actually, how many spell points does Legos have? Quite a bit, actually. Okay, so let's go and fight some more of these. That's the second to last encounter, and it's a pretty easy one too. Another lightning bolt. Does anyone need healing? Yeah, 3 of 6 do, so let's cast it. That's pretty low roll, I would say. Okay, now attack, 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 just attack. Now, shoot, A, attack, attack. Wooden chest. Yeah. 512? Really? A power of 2?